I've been scrolling lately and noticed a bunch of videos popping up on your homepage from creators with practically zero subscribers. You are definitely not imagining things. For the past decade, the platform pretty much only catered to those massive established creators, but something very strange and honestly, highly profitable is happening right now. We're going to break down exactly what that shift is and more importantly, how you can use it to your advantage. So it begs the question, why on earth is YouTube suddenly obsessed with pushing tiny channels? It's a massive pivot, right? We're going to explore exactly why the platform is making this move, but the real meat of this explainer is looking at how you can capitalize on it using a very specific content blueprint. Because let's be clear, the algorithm isn't just randomly picking channels out of a hat. It's actively hunting for creators who are executing a highly specific retention strategy. And get this huge opportunity isn't just some rumor. It was recently confirmed by Todd Beaupré, a top guy over at YouTube. For literally the first time in the platform's history, they have a whole content team dedicated full-time to finding small channels. We are talking brand new channels with under 300 or even under 100 subscribers, and they're intentionally pushing them to help them grow. So this isn't a glitch in the matrix, it's a highly calculated feature of the modern algorithm. Now you might be sitting there wondering, why would they do this? Well, the platform's motivation is actually incredibly straightforward, and it's purely business-driven. Think about it. If a brand new creator starts a channel and immediately gets a massive surge of views, they're hooked, right? They're vastly more likely to keep churning out content instead of just giving up after a week. And if they keep making content, YouTube gets more inventory to run ads on, which ultimately generates way more long-term revenue for the platform. It's a total win-win. But the catch is, you have to know exactly how to trigger that early promotion. And that perfectly tees up section 2, the triple R method. Because look, YouTube is not just promoting any random video a new creator decides to upload. The crucial point here is that your content creation absolutely must follow 3 deliberate steps to trigger this new algorithm. You can't just guess what people want to watch. You really have to engineer it. The triple R method stands for research, refine, and retain. And listen, if you skip even one of these steps, the algorithm is going to pass right over your small channel. Let's start with that first R, research. You absolutely must validate your ideas before you ever hit the record button. First, make sure your niche actually has channels with over 100,000 subscribers. That just proves the audience actually exists. Then, verify that similar video ideas have already crossed the 100,000 view mark. Once you've proven the concept, you grab the links to the top 3 competing videos, drop them into a transcript generator, and extract the absolute best bullet points. You're basically mining gold from the top performers to build one ultimate unstoppable master document. Next up, we move to the second R, refine. Okay, so you've got your master list of bullet points, but now you need to make it completely unique and frankly way better than the originals. How do you do that? You mine the comment sections of those top 3 videos. You are hunting for the top 5 most liked comments. Maybe a viewer shared a totally golden hack that the original creator completely missed, or maybe they dropped a hilarious joke. If a comment has a ton of likes, it means it deeply resonated with that audience. You take those highly liked tips and you seamlessly weave them right into your script, organizing everything into a really smooth, chronological, step-by-step tutorial. Moving right along to section 3, mastering the open loop. Now your script is heavily researched and beautifully refined, but to ensure your small channel actually gets selected by this new algorithm push, you have to nail the third R, retain. Getting the click is just half the battle. The open loop is the core psychological retention tactic you have to master here. The concept is super simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Here's how it works. You ask a really compelling question. You intentionally delay the answer to build up some juicy anticipation. You finally close the loop by giving them the answer, and right at that exact moment of satisfaction, you immediately open a brand new one. Let's look at a real example so you can see exactly how this flows. Let's say you're making a travel explainer. You start your video by hooking the viewer with a highly desirable question. Something like, how do you book the absolute cheapest flights using secret websites? The viewer instantly wants to know the answer. Bam! Loop 1 is officially open. But remember, you don't just hand them the answer right away. You might empathize with the pain of expensive travel for a second, keeping them dangling on the hook. Then, after sufficiently delaying the payoff, you finally close the loop with a definitive, highly valuable answer. You tell them, make sure to use Google Flights and open it in an incognito browser so your cookies don't inflate the prices. Boom. The viewer is satisfied. You delivered real value. But listen to me, this is exactly where 99% of creators completely fail. They just end the thought there, the energy drops, and the viewer clicks away. Here is the absolute secret sauce. Right as you provide that value and close that first loop, you immediately crack open the next logical loop. You say, now that your flight is booked for super cheap, how do you avoid those huge, miserable airport lines? Just like that, loop 2 is open. The viewer is hooked all over again. Then you answer it. Use a special membership like TSA PreCheck. By linking your entire video together like a chain, answering a question and immediately asking the next logical one, you maintain incredibly high retention from start to finish. And that high retention? That is exactly the signal the algorithm is looking for to push your small channel to the masses.
All right, let's bring it all home with our final section, the real monetization secret.
Now that your content is perfectly engineered to capture the algorithm's attention, we need to completely rethink how a small channel actually generates life-changing income. Because relying purely on ad revenue, that's a huge trap. The source material actually refers to views and subscriber counts as vanity metrics. And it's so true because ad revenue requires millions upon millions of views just to cover your basic monthly bills. True financial freedom for a small channel doesn't come from broad mass entertainment, it comes from pairing highly helpful, problem-solving content with affiliate marketing. We're talking high income from low views. So instead of crossing your fingers and hoping for ad money, you directly answer your viewers' problems and recommend specific helpful tools to solve them. You can use platforms like Digistore24 or ClickBank, which offer great courses and ebooks. Or say your niche is YouTube growth. You could recommend a software which literally offers 50% recurring commissions for life, or a tool like vidIQ. If you just get a couple hundred people to sign up for a genuinely helpful software tool through your affiliate link, you can earn substantial recurring commissions every single month. You are monetizing by providing further help, not just hunting for random ad impressions. And honestly, the numbers back this up in a truly shocking way. So, the ultimate core takeaway is precisely this. Solving specific problems is vastly more profitable than chasing millions of vanity subscribers. If you do your research properly, refine your script using real audience feedback from the comments, retain your viewers using open loops, and monetize by offering genuinely helpful affiliate products, you don't need a massive audience to succeed. You really just need the right audience.
We've seen the proof, right? The algorithm is currently hardwired to actively search for and promote new creators who follow this exact formula. It is essentially sitting on easy mode right now for anyone who actually understands the playbook. So the only question left for you is this: are you going to use this playbook, or are you going to sit on the sidelines for another year? What specific problem are you going to solve for your first 3,000 subscribers?